Hey guys, it's Sam. Before anything changes with my setup, I just wanted to do a little video. If you've already seen the rest of my setup, I apologize in advance. I'm going to quickly go over the entirety of my planner, but last time I didn't have my back pages set up, I think, at all. So I wanted to share those with you. One of the reasons is because I might be changing things. I don't know. We'll see. As I talk through it, maybe it will become more clear to me, and that happens a lot when I make these videos. So this is a Hobonichi Mega Weeks. It's in the color Latte. I have it in Agilio Punto Slim. This is the Muppet Fozzie. These were recently re-released. So I do use this as a wallet planner system. I have a little bit of cash here. I have my cards here. This is a little mushroom. Documented Journey makes these stickers, and I really like earthy things. I have my little, what are these called? Bookmarks tucked in because I don't use them. Let's see. It's the cover on cover that you can purchase with Hobonichi that I have on here. This is a, oh gosh, I couldn't think about this, the name of this last time. My name. This this is my name. A vinyl something or other, just to give a little bit of something on the outside because I have a plain cover this year. This is one of the Ollie Clip cloth and paper, oh gosh, what is it? You know, they came together and made an Ollie Clip. I have it flipped backwards, inside out, so that I don't really care that it's cloth and paper or whatever. I just like that it's a neutral. So that's there. I usually have things clipped together. Generally, in the past, I have had my Ollie Clip sandwiched between my week and the month, so that I can access them really easily. But right now I have these bottom tabs from Martha Plans here to be able to do the same. So I just have the Ollie Clip sitting here. This also is from Martha Plans. In here I have some little washi circles from Amazon, and this green, at least, a couple of these shades and a couple of these shades are going to be the colors that I use for the year. I just have to match them up with Tombow markers before I finalize those. I thought that I would already have done that, but I ended up in isolation because I came into contact with a friend who ended up having COVID. I have these, I don't know, these are stickers. I got these, I'll tell you as I go. So this is from Redbubble. Actually, these two came together, but it is two separate stickers, probably because of the size. This little Treat Yourself sticker is from a Happy Planner book. I don't know which one. Right off the bat, this Ron Swanson, I can't go because I don't want to sticker, also came from Redbubble, as well as this moon and mushroom, which I love everything about the sticker. I love the moon, I love mushrooms, I love brown, and I love this olive green and mustard yellow. And so everything about this, I just love, love, love. I'm actually going to buy more of these before I can't find them because I love the sticker that much. This sticker, I Do What I Want, also came from Redbubble. This little tiny one here, the days are long, but the years are short. This also came from like a quotes book from Happy Planner. This is the little sticker foldery thing that comes with your Hobonichi Weeks, and I always stick it right here. I always put a photo in it. This is from a Fuji Instax, and I just have it loaded with black and white film. This is a picture from when my husband and I were on a sunset cruise when we went to California to see Metallica. This is a guitar pick from my first Metallica show, which was in Cleveland. And then I just have my little, gosh, is it Dymo Letra tag loaded with clear tape, and it just says you, me, there. With my husband and I still have not put a picture in here that I did have in my Toad Lily. I'll grab it here real quick so I can show you when the time comes. I just have not gotten around to it. These are a couple of cloth and paper sticky notes. They're like see-through, I think. Honestly, I just got them and stuck them here when my order finally arrived, and then just some Post-it brand. This is a washi sticker that I put here just to kind of dress this page up a little bit. I don't have a kit in this page like I did in the Toad Lily. I just decided that it's probably not that needed. But this is what the page looked like in my Toad Lily. I do need to print another one of these photos of my family and put it here because I like it there. I just haven't done it. I did take some washi tape and put this vellum piece from Martha Plans here. I'm not gonna probably access this space very much, but I just wanted something pretty here because I'm probably not gonna look at that side very much at all. I do have these floating tabs from Martha Plans. She usually includes a freebie in your order with your name on it, and so I just put Sam here. This is where I'm going to track my cycle. This is my monthly. I'm pretty plain and boring in here. I have this set up as a habit tracker. I'm gonna try this. This is something that I saw from Lindsay Scribbles, and I'm very torn between how I'm going to use a habit tracker in this, like a month view. So I do one in my week view a lot, but then I also like to see how consistent or inconsistent I am for a whole month view. And so I have this here, but it's in friction pen. So if I decide that this is not how I want to do it, I will easily be able to get rid of all of this, and it never happened, basically. I do have my little stickers here from Mandy Lynn Plans, and those are the stickers that I have here saying the month, and then the little holiday stickers, which are super tiny and were a lot of work to get in here, but I wanted this. Because it is a Japanese planner, I wanted to see easily my holidays that will either be things that I care about or will affect the mail or bank or whatever. Other than putting the holidays in and the birthdays of the people in my home, I don't have anything else in here except for future dates, which are very few, and we have no idea if this year is going to be any better than 2020. So that goes through. I only have the stickers on the months of 2021, so even though I am using the December for 2020, I don't have a sticker here, and that's to help make me sure that I'm using the 2021 calendar. So they do give you a couple of months ahead in the future to work with for future plans, which I think is great as well. Then you move into the weeks, and you guys have probably seen these before, but this is how I use it for the most part. And then back to the back, before I get into the back pages, I have a pencil board from a previous year just because it was green and I liked it with a Toad Lily. I do have the new one for the new year, but I haven't done it yet. I have some pictures of my family again on a little bookmark that I printed out from the Canon selfie. I have this little, I don't know, it was supposed to be a dashboard, but I asked Martha Plans to make it so that I could have it kind of like a pencil board in my Hobonichi weeks. So I just have it tucked back here because it's pretty. This is the stencil that I use for weather from journalthisnow.com. There was another one of these boxes down here, but I cut it off because I don't like it sticking out of the top. And then I have the Hobonichi stencil. I do use the numbers, and that's pretty much all I use. And I keep those tucked in the front. So I'll put this here, and then I just tuck these back here. Now, as for the back pages, this year I am going to use this as like an index, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this yet, but obviously that's not enough space. So this was what I did for Christmas this year, things that I had purchased for each of the kids, the menu for Christmas, activities that we wanted to do, which a lot of it we ended up not doing. I was just exhausted from work. And then I put a couple of notes here for 2021. I often have amnesia about what is needed at Christmas time, so I put we do not need wrapping paper, boxes, or bags. So if I see any of those things, I do not need to purchase them. Since I'll still be in this planner, that's going to work really well. I don't know how I feel about this, so let me talk through this part. I have a tracker that I kept in Personal Rings, which I have here to show, from So Much Crafting, and I have used that when I'm in Personal Rings pretty much exclusively, and it's the, things that you need to do, but periodically. So it's not necessarily an every month thing. Obviously, I have not kept up with keeping track of this, but I always have it in my planner. So I went ahead and kind of drew that out in the back of my weeks. But it doesn't look as nice as this one, and I'm just not sure if I'm going to keep it or not. We'll see. So I have, to balance our budget, replace our air filter, refrigerator, like cleaning behind the refrigerator, replacing the water filter, cleaning oven, the cars needing oil change, dog medicine, cleaning the windows, cleaning out the car, and then for me personally, how often I'm getting my hair trimmed and how often I'm changing out my contacts. So, and then I just have a little note here at the bottom that says the last time I had a pixie cut, which I'm probably not going to be getting for the foreseeable future, but this is just a note to me so that I can remember my progress. So how many times I've gotten my hair trimmed, and then remembering, oh, that's the last time you had it all chopped off. This is going to be a space where I write down any books that I read. I have kind of sucked at that. I don't think that I read anything except for like Bible and Enneagram or personality related, and not just like reading chapter by chapter like I would like a Stephen King novel. So I didn't read like any books for fun this for 2020, and I'm hoping to just like write down the book and then kind of a star system, but I didn't even like flesh that out. I just left it blank so that I could put that together when I read. I always am disappointed in myself when I go to hand letter on these pages. I was doing this in the evening, and it was, I don't know, I was struggling with the amount of light I had here in my office, and I came up off of the line and I didn't even realize it, so I was really mad about that. And then I've always just stuck a little sticker here in these back pages just to, I don't know, break up the fact that I don't like what I've done with hand lettering, and just to kind of signify what it is. So this is actually a little sticker that was in a sampler that I got from Once More with Love that I have just not used all this time, and I was like, this would be perfect. I usually would have like a pair of eyeglasses or something for this page, but I have this one here. Then this page spread is for movies watched, again with a little sticker. The thing that I'm kind of bouncing and back and forth with is there are shops on Etsy that have pages that you can print out on sticker paper and just like cover that. I do have sticker paper that my husband is picking up right now, because I was like, if I'm not happy with the way this looks, it might bother me so much that like it drives me insane. Mostly because the lines of the Hobonichi are so like small, and I'm used to that being like a bigger box. But I also don't want to bulk up the back of my Mega. I'm already carrying something that's more, chunky than I would normally like to have. I would prefer the regular weeks that isn't as chunky, but I'm also afraid of running out of pages. So I don't want to further than bulk up something that's already bulky to me by adding a bunch of sticker papers. So I don't know what I'm going to do. So there's the books read, the movies watched, television series, and I think this is from Coffee Monsters Co., which is a little black and white TV. And then this is where I have my wish list and purchases. I am going to try to spend less on planner stuff this year. I'm not doing a no spend because, as I said before, that sets me up for failure, and then I feel like I told myself I'm not allowed to buy this, and then I can't tell myself what to do, and then I almost buy something just to show myself that I can't tell myself not to do something. I don't know what's wrong with me, but that's where my mind goes. So far the wish list is pretty small. I just have the B6 Scout for my journal, which is just a Stalogy that's not currently in like a leather cover or anything. And so this is going to be where I write things down. Whether or not I buy them or not, I don't know. But this is kind of just to help me. What are you wanting? Because I have a habit of being like, ooh, I like that. I have the money for it. I'm going to buy it, and not really thinking about it very much. And then for my online purchases. Now, this isn't going to be for my house or anything like that. This is just a place for me to see what I'm wanting and if I'm spending the money on it. So this is the little face peering out, like wondering where the package is. That's the story of the mail in my, at least for me, lately, that you just can't seem to get your stuff on time. Now this page I decided was needed. So this is going to be a place where I have my planner check-in. So if I'm having a freak out moment, this is where I'm going to go. Then I'll probably not go there because I told myself I had to. But anyway, this is where my thought process needs to go. If I'm having a planner meltdown, is your current system working? And if I say yes, I come down here. And we'll talk about that in a minute. And if I say no, then I have to go to the next question. Are you hormonal or under a lot of stress? And this is something that I have found with myself, that I have kind of, it's a disorder. It's probably something that you've heard of. It's PMDD, and it's hormonal related around my cycle. And I get anxious around that time, I guess because of a dip in hormones or whatever. And that's when I start to really feel like, oh, it's not working, something's not right, I need to solve a problem, I don't feel satisfied, and I get completely panicked. So if I don't feel that way, then I move on to other things that might be an issue. If I'm bored, am I spending too much time on Instagram? And I've said before, this isn't so much like if everybody's doing it, I want to do it, because I'm usually the opposite of that. But if I see somebody that just seems so happy and at peace in their system, that makes me think, oh, what if I could be at peace in that too? So it doesn't have to do with popularity as much as seeing something that really works for someone else. Did you find a cover that you just had to have? I have found that before, especially like in the buy-sell trades, and I'll see somebody with this beautiful cover, like from Chic Sparrow or something, and I'm like, oh, that's gorgeous, but I'm not using that size, so how could I make that size work so that I can have that beautiful cover and make it work? Because I don't want to just have it in my house so I can look at it. I want to actually use it. So if those things are all no, you keep going. Do you have fear of missing out? Which is generally not me, but I put it in here just in case. And then as kind of another check, what does Rick say? You know, usually my husband will be like, but babe, or I'll ask one of my friends, you know, talk me off of this ledge, or how are you feeling about this? Or I'll tell them what's bothering me about a system, and they'll be like, okay, but is that what you really want to do? Or blah, 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 blah. And so then the last safeguard is, are you sure your system isn't working? Because sometimes it's just because of all of these other things, but I don't want to believe it's true. So if the answer to all of these is no, then I don't need another planner. Step away from your browser and put away your debit card. If these like difficult things, you're under stress, your fear of missing out, blah, 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 again, I don't need another planner, and I need to step away and whatever. But if I'm sure that my system isn't working and I've talked it through with my trusted counsel, let's call them, and they agree, well, you know, you might be onto something and that might work better for you, then I give myself I need to wait. Hopefully you can see that. I need to wait at least 24 hours and do not sell anything to buy a new system, because I do that and I regret it. So giving myself that, you know, when I'm in that, let's say I'm in my hormonal, stressful, anxious period, which is 99% of the time why I feel an itch to change something. I obsess about it. I look for YouTube videos. I search the hashtag on Instagram. I go to the website. I'll personalize something, and I go through and I build and build and build and build until I hit the checkout, and then I feel release and I'm like, yes, I've won. And then there'll be like an hour later and I'm like, why didn't I think of this? And then I'm almost instantly regretting the fact that I spent all of that time, energy, and then money on something that I'm not really sure will work for me. So if I give myself that 24-hour period, even if I've gone through and I've got the checkout set up and I have the personalization set aside, or I am sure, if I let myself have 24 hours, I might wake up in the morning and feel completely differently about the situation. So this space on the side is for me to put down how many times this happens throughout the year and what the outcome was. Obviously, if I decide to throw the weeks in the trash, that's not going to be very helpful for me. But I don't think that's going to happen. I think this is going to help safeguard a lot of problems. Here are my YouTube pages, a place for me to put some statistics and some running ideas. I forgot I had things here that I didn't, like some confirmation numbers and stuff I didn't want anybody to see. So I have been noticing that Lindsay Scribbles uses her back pages kind of in this way, and I was like, you know what, I don't think I need that. And then a couple of phone calls happened and I was like, oh goodness, I don't want to put this all in my week, and there's more information here and I want to take notes on this phone call. And so I just went to a back page and I was like, I'm going to use this. And then the same thing happened the next day and I needed to put information there. And so I don't know. I think that this is going to be helpful for me to use my back pages like that. And then I have a couple of my messy pen pages here. This gets really ugly and it makes me angry. I'll probably end up gluing those two together. And then this is a place where I have been testing Tombos, and then those little circles that I showed you from Amazon before. So that is how I'm going to be using my Hobonichi weeks. I don't know. I think I might have talked myself out of putting a sticker tracker in the back. So we'll see. I don't know if that tracker in the monthly is going to make me happy or not. So I might end up having to recreate something in the back pages. I guess time will tell, but I really don't want to bulk up the back of my planner. So that is my complete, like, ready to go for the New Year's setup with the additional back pages. Sorry if that is like redundant information for those of you who have watched my previous videos, but I wanted this one to be a standalone in case you just discovered my channel or Hobonichi or both or whatever. I'm using a friction pen. This is the Friction Biz. I think that this is in the champagne color, and I have it loaded with the 0.5 ink, which is kind of different for me. I usually use 0.7, but I've been enjoying 0.5 lately. I think that's everything. Oh wait, no, I didn't mention this is the Tombow that I'm using right now. It's 992. I'm hoping to kind of cycle through a couple of different earthy colors for the year. We'll see what happens. If you are new around here and don't want to miss out on future videos, don't forget to subscribe. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It helps. Thanks so much as always for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye guys.